Hey Deep Divers, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future deep dives.
Definitely.
Okay, so today
Let's get into it.
we are diving into a Broadway review
Yes.
of Left on 10th,
Uh-huh.
a play based on Delia Ephron's memoir.
Okay.
So we're talking
All right.
Love, Lost, Cancer.
Okay.
And the big question, does this play
Big one.
live up to the hype?
Well, that's interesting because the reviewer kind of starts off a little skeptical of the play's charm.
Okay.
They actually ask, is there anything less charming than someone or something insisting on their own charm?
Ooh, that's a savage burn.
Yeah.
So is the play charming or just trying too hard?
Yeah, is it too much? You know,
Right.
charm can be tricky, especially when you're adapting a personal story like this for the stage.
Right.
It's so easy to slip into sentimentality and lose that rawness
Yeah.
of the original.
And the review goes on to say that Julianna Margulies, who plays Delia,
Yes.
is miscast.
Interesting.
And apparently she's too controlled.
Too controlled. Okay.
Where the real Delia Ephron
Uh-huh.
comes across as much more freewheeling in her writing.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
I don't know, it's interesting, right?
It's a big challenge,
Yeah.
bringing real people to life on stage.
Right.
I mean, you have to capture their essence,
Uh-huh.
their energy, not just the words.
Right.
And it sounds like the reviewer thinks that Margulies kind of misses that spark.
And they even compare the play's pacing to one of Ephron's rom-com screenplays,
Oh, wow.
suggesting it feels too slick and too polished.
Right, like they're trying to force that rom-com feel,
Yeah.
even when dealing with some serious subjects like cancer.
Okay.
Makes you wonder if they're sacrificing depth for the sake of entertainment.
Okay, but here's the twist.
Okay.
The reviewer has nothing but praise for Peter Gallagher,
Really?
who plays the second husband.
Okay.
He's described as the ideal partner, taken to an almost absurd extreme.
Wow.
So is this good acting, good writing, or just pure wish fulfillment?
I mean, this is where I think the reviewer's perspective gets really interesting,
Yeah.
because they seem to be saying that the character is almost too perfect,
Right.
you know, lacking the flaws that make a person real,
Yeah.
which feeds back into that sense of artificiality that they kind of picked up on earlier.
And the play actually poses this question to the audience. Where are all the Peters?
Yeah.
Which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it makes us think about our own expectations and relationships.
Exactly. Do any of us actually have partners
Right.
who are that perfect?
And if not, why do we crave that? Like
Yeah.
that idealized version.
Yeah.
This is getting deep.
It is.
So we've got this charming, maybe too charming play, a potentially miscast lead actress, and a seemingly perfect second husband. But hold on to your hats, deep divers, because there's more.
Oh, boy. Because the play also deals with Delia Ephron's battle with cancer.
Right.
Here's where things get even more interesting. The reviewer actually finds the cancer storyline oddly understated,
Really?
given the gravity of the subject matter.
Wow. So like they were expecting like a more hard-hitting
Yeah.
portrayal of her experience.
Exactly. They point to a specific scene where Ephron's very ill
Okay.
and tries to break up with Peter.
Hmm.
This could have been a really powerful moment.
Right.
You know, a chance to see how even the quote-unquote perfect partner reacts under pressure.
Yeah.
But it just fizzles out.
Wow.
The reviewer feels like it's a total missed opportunity
Uh-huh.
to dig into the complexities of their relationship
Ah.
and explore some of those raw emotions.
So are they saying that the play is shying away from the tough stuff, like playing it safe?
I think that's one way to look at it.
Okay.
It makes you wonder if the playwright is deliberately avoiding
Yeah.
the darker aspects of Ephron's experience.
To make it more palatable for the audience?
Maybe?
Or maybe there's like a deeper artistic reason.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good question. How do you balance?
The need to entertain
Right.
with the responsibility of telling a truthful story.
Especially when you're dealing with something like cancer.
Yeah, it's a tricky balance for sure.
Yeah.
And it seems like this reviewer thinks that Left on 10th
Mm-hmm.
leans a little too far to the feel-good.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because the reviewer actually compares the play to those classic cozy movie that
Right.
Delia Ephron co-wrote with her sister Nora. Like, You've Got Mail. And they even joke that the theater should provide like little blankies for the audience to snuggle up with.
I love that image.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does speak to that sense of warmth and familiarity
Yeah.
that the play seems to be going for.
Right.
But it also raises the question, you know, is it anything more
Right. Yeah.
than just a comfortable, feel-good experience?
Oh, right. Does it challenge the audience in any way?
Does it make you think?
Yeah.
Make you feel something deeper.
That's what we want to know.
Exactly.
Right. And ultimately, that's for each individual audience member to decide.
All right, deep divers. So we've got this charming, maybe too charming play about love loss and cancer. We've talked about casting choices, the perfect partner dilemma, and whether the play goes deep enough. But before we give our final verdict, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. I guess if you're looking for just a light and breezy night at the theater,
Yeah.
Left on 10th might be just the ticket.
But if you're looking for something more,
Yeah.
something that will stay with you,
Right.
something that will make you think and feel really deeply, this might not be the play for you.
It sounds like it's more of a theatrical comfort food kind of experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is totally fine.
Totally fine. But this review really makes you wonder if Left on 10th goes beyond that surface level charm.
Yeah.
Does it offer any real substance?
Right.
Anything to really grapple with?
It's like we all love a good rom-com.
Sure.
But sometimes you want a story that digs a little deeper. Something that challenges your assumptions, maybe makes you a little uncomfortable.
Yes. And I think that's especially important when you're dealing with a personal story like Delia Ephron's.
Right.
You have a responsibility to honor the complexity of her experience,
Yeah.
not just gloss over the tough parts.
So, deep divers, here's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Left on 10th sounds like it might be a perfectly enjoyable night at the theater. But if you're looking for a play that's going to move you, challenge you, stay with you, long after the curtain falls,
Yeah.
you might want to set your sights elsewhere.
And that brings us to a question we always like to ask here on the Deep Dive.
Yes.
What about you?
Ooh.
If you could adapt a part of your own life for the stage, what would it be? And how would you find that balance between truth and entertainment?
That's something to ponder.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Left on 10th.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below letting us know what you would adapt into a play.
Yes.
We love hearing from you.
Until next time.
Deep Divers.
See ya.